Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Fort Prairie, an Alberta themed city. Welcome back to the channel where last time we were here we built this rapid bus network and I think it turned out pretty cool. I've never done a rapid bus network in City Skylines and I think it's a good idea to build early in the city so then in the future we can upgrade it to be something else, maybe whether it be a tram line or even a metro line. We'll see about it, or it might just stay forever. But I think it was a really fun build. I really like doing these transit oriented builds, and so I figured we should start off today's episode by just following a bus from Brownsville Crossing all the way into the downtown. So this is 100% going to get revised many times as we build up the area. For example, this stop right here, I'm not the biggest fan of how it lines up. Like, I definitely think we should continue that road on the left hand side through the intersection so we can totally realign how this works. Oh, it looks like we have a bus friend over here as well. The buses are still clearly lining themselves up and spacing themselves out, and this was just a temporary bus line anyways to kind of see how the system would work. But Steven, what's in store for today's episode? Well, a little while ago we started the ore industry, and I feel like it's been a little while since we've done anything with it. So I think what we should do is build a factory related to the ore industry and expand the ore industry. We also have an opportunity to, maybe start up some residential development, whether that be in the downtown core or elsewhere. So I definitely think that's on the table for the second half of the episode. But I think we should start off with a factory, one that I've had planned for quite some time, and then dive into leveling up the ore industry, and then we'll have the residential build saved for the later half of the episode. So as we just kind of emerge here from our tunnel, it just lines up with this bus hub. Now I am pre-recording this episode way earlier than normal, so I haven't seen any comments from any of the episodes from last week yet. But given some thought, I was thinking maybe this bus metro stop isn't the best. I can't really see the purpose of a metro line going this way at all. So we might switch it out for something else, oh, that's the one. Like this one, the intercity bus hub. Now I know we've talked previously about how intercity bus hubs, I'm a little wary about them because of the issues that it caused in Brockton County. Sorry, I think I misspoke. I have seen some comments from Monday's episode last week, and one of the comments was about swapping this one out with a different metro bus hub. So I'm thinking this one, which makes sense. It is the Metro Intercity Bus Hub, and then with this current bus hub, which has multiple metro stations, it has two, as you can see. Oh, you know what? I guess we could place two of them, to be fair. Maybe revising what's happening right in here with some maybe future gentrification of the neighborhood. And what we could do is then have this kind of end here. We could have the university line swing all the way up and then connect up to our bus hub over here by the police academy, and then we could still have the future Beaumont connection with Prairie Station, and then we could have Prairie Station line reemerge up here, and then they could connect up into some suburbs, some future towns up here, maybe even all the way up to Dunn. And I think the bus hub here with so I'm just going to show it right here with that kind of cross metro connection. I think that could play pretty nicely together, especially right here. Just makes sense, We could have another stop out over here connecting with the bus line or future tram line, and then yeah. So, anyways, that's some future plans. Maybe later on in the week, I'll do that. I'm not sure about what's happening with this week's episodes, but this is the police academy that we built up last week. I'm really pleased with how this turned out, and we are just waiting to level up the university as well, which is all the way over here. because we have the attractiveness level, we just need to get the students. So that's why I'm kind of thinking we need to start pushing up some residential, especially in the downtown core. But, you know, we have some industrial demand. I feel like we haven't touched on our ore industry in a while, which is out over here, Primrose Ore Area. If you have a name for Primrose Ore Area, let me know in the comments. I may have missed one if you did leave a name suggestion for it. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is kind of what we got going on. It's level 2. We haven't added anything for it yet. But if we go into the ore industry area, right in here, so we did unlock stuff. So we have the ore industry workers barracks. We have the small underground ore mine, which I believe we said we might build something out over here with that in the future. And then we also have the glass manufacturing plant and the ore grinding mill, which we already have some of. Okay, I feel like I've actually planned out this expansion, but I guess it just never made the cut into a video. So yeah, we'll dive into this, and then we also have some new storage facilities. But first, I promised you a factory, and so we did unlock the industrial steel plant. Now, this is a tough one because I feel like this should be more centralized, but I definitely can see it being like a part of a larger, you know, operation here. And we do have the train station here, so you know, I'm not set on the position for this factory yet, but you know, having this train station set up here, we're producing lots of goods, especially we're going to be producing glass. I definitely have a spot in mind for the lemonade factory. Now, we don't have any glass production yet, but sorry about this. If we scroll down all the way down into here, I'm just looking at this slot of land right here, right beside the rail line. I just don't see a better opportunity than to fit a whole factory right in here. And there's a couple of reasons why we could place it right in here. Now I'm just going to move this police station and fire station, but we have warehouses already available too, which is you know, very nice. So I think we can tie into this. We'll have to switch some things out, but that's okay. And yeah, so let's just move this police station just over here. I think we just place them here for, you know, regional coverage. So I think we'll resituate them later on. So let's just remove these trees. I'm actually having a bit of deja vu building this, doing this build. Now I believe I actually started to do this a little while ago, and I think I had to stop building for some reason or another. And then when I went back to do this build, I decided to change what we were doing for the episode. So I don't think I got very far. So, you know, forgive me if I'm a little off right now. I feel like I've done this before. It's kind of funny. So I'm going to level out this terrain. And the reason is because, you know, I can definitely see this part continuing elevated. And I also want to get it a bit closer to the ground here. And, you know, the factory is going to re-level the terrain anyways. So, you know, I feel like if we were to bring it down, you know, one more layer, I think that would be fine. Awesome. So we could get it directly on this road. Now, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I think it would probably be a smart idea to kind of just create a bit of a one-way kind of system here. So we're going to go with the 1 unit, 2-lane, one-way road, no parking. And we're going to have our entrance right over here because this is where we're going to have a lot of the materials come from. So we're just going to bump it out, not a lot, just like that. And we are quite elevated here. So I'm just going to line that up with that. And then I'm going to grab this node as well. And same with that one. Oops. We're going to get them all at the same height here. Now that is going to mean we're going to have a bit of a more elevated portion right here. And I think because of this, we are now due to upgrade this road. And that's okay. I think we can just definitely slide, you know, an asymmetrical road in. That would be fine. But I think we'll go with a 4-lane one. There's not really a reason. If anything, then I think maybe we could go with a 4-lane 3+1, and that might be beneficial. And then right here, we might have to upgrade this whole section to that 4-lane road. We could also actually upgrade it to a larger road with a median, seeing as we have the space right here. So why don't we do that actually? I think that's going to look a little bit nicer. We'll go with a 4-lane road with a median like this. Yeah, that works. I'm just going to grab this road here, and I'm just going to slide it over. Actually, sorry, let's do this with node controller instead. So I'm going to open node controller. I'm going to select this, and I would actually rather this line up with this. There we go. And then we'll just go over to here. And again, I want this one to line up with this one. And that's going to create a bit of a curve. And that's okay, because I'm then going to grab these two. And then just slide them in like this. I think that line things up a little bit more, you know, a bit more unique. I think that leaves these lanes to be a bit smoother. It doesn't really matter about the grids at all, but now we have a bit smoother connections into these roads here. Sorry, like the grid is in the zoning grids. This also gives us a bit of space here with the rail line in case we need to improve that in the future, which, you know, I definitely think we do. We'll definitely need to do that in the future. And then right in here, I don't mind leaving that as a normal industrial road. And what have we done really? We've actually just kind of re-leveled ourselves onto the ground here. So, you know, all that leveling at the beginning, you know, it didn't really lead to anything. So let's just turn anarchy on and plop this down. You know, it's a pretty simple factory, really. Not much to it. I think we're going to have to reposition a few things. So we're going to just bring this a bit closer together. And yeah, you know, I like how this kind of works with the terrain here, and then right over on this side I'm not the biggest fan of. So let's just select this road that we're working with. We're going to then upgrade this to an elevated portion, and then we're going to do the same thing here for this bus road. Mainly because we're trying to keep it a bit more uniform, which would then mean that this whole section needs to change. And we just talked about how this definitely was going to change up, so why don't we look at upgrading that right now then? That makes sense. So we'll just bring a road right through, and you know, I definitely saw an opportunity to bring a road right underneath the highway here, which is why I definitely wanted to make sure that we made that connection. So let's select this, and I suppose what we could do then is work this bus in this bus connection into this node. Now there's a couple tricks we could do here. Well, actually, I think I need to remove that node there. Now, the same with this one, actually. So we're gonna have, oh, whoa. Definitely messed something up here. That's okay, we'll just fix it really quickly. So we're gonna slide in right here, but if we go into node controller, I can then grab this, slide this all the way back, and then if we, looking for the orange one here, I could then swing this open, and then this one open. Could open up this side as well. Pull this back a little bit. There's probably a cleaner way to do this, but what we've kind of done is created a, oh, I need to remove a node right here and here. Oh, and then we've messed it up. So we'll go back to node controller, we'll open up this lane here, we'll swing, bring this more forward then. Guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Then I could line this one up with this one, or this one with this one. Yep. And then I'll line this one up with this one. All right, so we've kind of we're kind of working everything off of this one light now, which is totally okay. And then what we can do, swing this down, actually. You know, this has turned into quite the massive node here. Wow, that's crazy. If we slope it too, that's a little bit better. We can grab that bus stop that's supposed to be here. And there should be a reason to bring a stop through here. Oh, okay, looks like we might need to do some traffic manager work. Because this one needs to connect all the way into here. And then this one needs to connect all the way into here. There we go. So now if we go back into the bus route, this should work. We add a stop right in there. Okay, what is happening over here on this side? Alright, this whole system is a bit funky now, isn't it? So we're going all the way down over here to make a turn for no reason, when we should really just be staying on this road. It's the purpose. I just wanted to open up this road here so we could get future buses to come through. So it looks like these buses over here need a reason to come onto this road. So there we go. We have a stop right there, and then there we go. All right, now it's sorted itself out. This is all temporary until we get actual buses over here. It's just kind of coincidence that we can allow bus stops to occur. And if anyone wants to use them, I mean, that's okay with me. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that works. Now we can just sort this out a little better. Connect these bridges together. Oh, sorry, I guess not. This should actually be a middle node. There we go. And we messed this up. Yeah, that's going to be an issue here, isn't it? With using this kind of shared node feature. Definitely going to see some funkiness happen, and you know, I suppose it was probably from me moving this too close together. Yeah. All right. Well, that works. It's just a massive massive node, and I think that's gonna be fine. We'll see how this all plays out. We may need to go into Traffic Manager as well, and just tell people to go through, because otherwise they're going to stop everywhere. And we have the lights here as well. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, I think this should work out for now. All right, so back to the factory then, after that little detour. Okay, so let's just clean up the terrain. All right, that looks pretty good. And yeah, this fits perfectly underneath the bridge now. The only thing that's off is this pathway connection. So I'm wondering if we can grab this and we can get it to work. So we're getting a bit close with these trees here. We may need to just remove a couple of them. So to do that, what we can do is go into the BOB mod. So that's Alt-B. And then we can find the individual tree. This one right here is what we're looking for. Hey, first guess. Nice. So we can remove that tree. Nice. There we go. So I know we said we'd saved ourselves some space, but at least we saved ourselves some space on this side. Over here, maybe what we can do is just... Yeah, because I do like the idea of trying to save as much space through here as possible. So if we get a separate road or something, probably an industrial one-way road, or one-unit road, not one-way. So that's industry, 1 unit. Okay, let's bring it out to about right here. All right. If we actually bring it out a bit farther too, this might give us an opportunity to... Yeah, because it looks like we need actually an access road right here. So I think it's going to be beneficial to actually connect up right about here. I'm going to move the road afterwards. And then that node, we're just going to move it ever so slightly down. Like that. Then we're going to say get to the same height as the building itself. And then we can actually delete that little nub right there. And then this gives us nice access to down here, which is interesting because this looks like it is like a garage, I guess. You can actually bring it right down to here. And then this gives us access to this side of the building to get trucks into. Now it is green space. However, I definitely see it being paved. This whole area, I could definitely see, you know, trucks coming in here and using this. Same thing right around this Yaksu energy drink. Definitely see that being paved in real life because there are trees already. And then right through here we can try and clean this up. All right. Yeah, it looks nice. I think we're gonna get a barrier on this side, especially over here. I can definitely see us just fencing this side off, so I think we'll do that. I'm gonna use the zoo fence because it acts kind of like a barrier. So what we'll do is we'll go from... Yeah, I don't see any doors or anything, so I think we're good. I think we can go right from about here. The reasoning is because we're going to leave like an area just in case, workers need to get on this side of the fence or something like that. And okay, so we can bring it right into about here, and then we'll connect it up right into the building. Yeah, there we go. And this actually gives us more reason to pave this area together then. Yes, there we go. More pavement. Okay. And then it also kind of separates it from the train line. So in a way, I think this should actually continue well beyond the factory. So it seems like it should probably go even all the way to here. Kind of have demarcate the railways right of way. Okay, so we actually have also given ourselves more of a opportunity to put some warehouses over here too, which is nice. We even have some nice access into the factory on this side. So what does this factory really need, right? So it needs crops and glass. So the funny thing is we have crops already right here. It's unbalanced, which is good. And then we have farming specialization over on this side. And then, over here we have animal products. And then right along here we have flour. So that's actually supporting what's going on over here. Now, we have so much crop importing. I don't think we need to add more crops for this factory. But we do need to have glass. Now, I was thinking about switching this one out, but I kind of think in the end it's probably just beneficial to just go for one of these in here. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit. Because in a way, what we've kind of done is we've limited ourselves by doing this. Oops. There we go. But what if we were to upgrade this section of the road at least to an elevated portion? Let's see what that'll do for us. Okay, upgrade. There we go. I'm not going to bring it all the way down, but I think that's going to be enough. And then if we throw one of these right in here, right at the end of this block, I wonder if it kind of works. we're getting pretty close. Now I just moved that node away from the garage here, but what if we bring it literally right up against it? Gives us more space for this building. I think it kind of works. We may need to just shift everything over just a touch into the railway. And yeah, there we go. We're not underneath the road at all. I think this gives us a cool opportunity to just, you know, fill this up with concrete as well. It gives us actually an excuse. And then I can grab this node and we can bring it all the way down to here. Awesome. Okay, so now with this, what we can do is make it glass, and we'll put it on fill. Glass, there we go. So eventually we're going to start importing glass, and the glass is going to be imported from either this one or this station here. I'm hoping it's going to be this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so right in here, what we've kind of done is we've also allowed ourselves to zone up this area. Now what we could do is we could add, you know, a pathway underneath here, which is fine, but we also have an opportunity to get some industry. So this is part of Greenberg. Now Greenberg doesn't have an industry area associated with it. This area does. That is dirty industry. And then over here, which is Prairie Station, I believe has farming industry. Now I think farming industry is probably the way to go here. So I'm gonna grab Prairie Station, and we're actually going to absorb this factory area, I believe. Yes, let's do it. Into Prairie Station. And then we'll have some zone over here to zone up with some farming industry. Oh, no, it's just right in here. So I'm going to turn off zoning on these roads because it's not necessary. And that's going to allow us to have some nice big lots here. And we'll see what pops up. One thing that would be beneficial is just a quick little pathway right here. Okay, we'll go ground level. Just to add a look of a sidewalk in here. And then we can definitely just fill this whole area up with concrete as well. I almost want to bring this whole road elevated. Whoa. And, you know, we're talking about potentially upgrading this road anyways, so why don't we do that right now? We'll upgrade it to this one. We could actually increase the size on this side to one with like a median. And we're going to have a dedicated left for sure. And then we're going to have, I think we need multiple lanes here. So we're going to have one lane going this way, 2 lanes going this way, and then another lane going right. So, how many is that? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we definitely need one of these roads. That is 3. That is 2 plus 4. I think that's going to be perfect. Flip that around. Let's go to zoning adjuster. Turn that off. There we go. And while I see it, I definitely don't think we should have anything right there. And maybe even on the whole building, on the building as a whole. But, sorry, I actually forgot. This was supposed to be elevated. There we go. And then what this allows us to do is then go back into here, grab this road here, make this elevated, and we'll upgrade this whole road as such. Yeah, we're going a bit over this factory, especially since parking is right there. But, you know, I think that's going to be okay with me. What we could also do is literally just find the node, first of all. There we go. And just move this down a bit. I know it's changing up the grid, but that's okay. All right. I think they would move a road for a factory, especially if they were redoing this whole area anyways. I almost wish it was flipped. Alright, so we might need to upgrade this road in the future, but if that day comes, it'll be in the future when we might have to think about revising where this is in general. I almost want to bring this road into the factory, actually, because this is really screwing me up, and I'm not the biggest fan. I would rather this road be a bit larger. So, you know, we're talking about, you know, calling some mulligans and stuff. I think it's prime to do that. You know, it's always good to you know, call a mulligan on your builds. You know, some things you just don't foresee until it's a bit into the build, you know? So I think we can bring this even out a bit farther into the factory. We could even, you know, theoretically just bring it into the factory like that to kind of show that this road goes into the factory. There we go. And then we could even bring a second road. Okay, let's actually just bring this one down. There we go. Bring this one over and in like that. That's all fine and dandy. Just gonna do this, grab nodes, grab all these nodes. We're gonna say get to the same height as the building. There we go. Yeah, and this is gonna give us a lot more space here for a warehouse, and I'm a fan of that. All right, so let's get ourselves that warehouse again. And now I don't think we could get a larger one. No, so we're just gonna get this one in here. Yeah, that looks a little bit nicer than what we had it before, isn't it? All right, so in turn, I'm gonna then just realign the road to the original grid that we had it on. Apologies for that time waste. And then we'll realign this. I'll actually just redraw this road off camera to make sure that everything is a-okay. Okay, so let's just smooth out the terrain. Oh wow, we can really smooth it out here then, can't we? And then we can bring some actual industry into here as well. So hopefully together this will all look as a bit of a larger plant. And we need water, of course. Wouldn't be an episode if I forgot about water. Okay, and then we need to make this glass again. And fill. So the thing is though, we just built a factory that requires glass. We don't have glass being made in our city yet, so we need to go make that glass. Just gonna finish cleaning this up. And then maybe what we can do is come back later and we'll detail this up once we get some of these factories in. Like this one, for example, works perfectly with this area. Not the biggest fan of all the trees that are with these buildings though, but I think it works. At least thematically. I don't think commercial would work in this area, so I think it has to be industry. Oh, one thing I did forget to do is change the trees. So we're gonna go trees, this one, and we need to change them to something to do with the city. And we have a couple trees that we've been using, and one of them, for example, is the horse chestnut. I think it's gonna work a little bit better. It's a bit smaller than the live oak, and makes the factory look like it's a bit older as well. All right, so we might come back here and change up some of this area. Let's maybe just add in a bit of a walking path around here. Oh, you know what? No, this should totally be a building. So I know we just made that one historical, but let's delete it. This one is perfect. I really like that. And we'll let the other ones upgrade. Yeah, okay, we'll come back to this. So, there we go, the lemonade factory. Let's swing all the way down through here. We'll take our little road, our new bridge, across into our ore facility here, Primrose Ore. And we definitely need to build a glass plant, and I think we're going to build this right in here. Now, if I recall correctly, in that in this deja vu state that I'm in. I believe I built this off camera to accommodate a glass factory. So, let us do that then. Convenient, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Glass plant. Ah, you know what? I think I thought this was the other way around. Maybe the fiberglass plant. Yeah, it looks like the fiberglass plant is supposed to be horizontal here. So, you know what? Good thing I didn't stick to it. All right, so let's think about maybe keeping our factories together here. Now, this the thing is, we have some extraction on this side, but I think in total, I think most of this area is going to become a more industrialized hub, so I don't really mind having a glass plant here. Let's place 2 of them together. Yes, let's bring this one right to about here. And then I'm going to line this one up with the walls. We're going to combine them together. Make sure they're actually at the same height too. That would be helpful. So it looks like it's the terrain is a bit funky here. Okay, well, you know, good to know. Let's build a road behind here. Let's turn off our guidelines. This is where I want the road. Right behind here. So we'll do that. Turn our guidelines back on. Let's get that connection, and then let's bring this one right through like that. Yeah, there we go. And then this gives us an opportunity to then redo these nodes to the same height as the buildings. As we start going downhill here, I see. All right, so we're gonna start making glass, and that glass is gonna go right to the factory we just built, and that's fantastic. One thing we do need to do to help with that is add more production in. So these are the sand pits, the sand extraction, which are the first ones you get, from the small ore mine. So it produces ore, but you know, I don't think they look particularly great, to be honest. So what I like to use these assets for is to kind of be staging grounds for the excavators and stuff, right? So I think we can get one more, or maybe we'll get a building out over here instead. Yeah, and then we'll detail it up a little bit to make it seem like it's a bit more of a staging area. So I actually don't think we've actually unlocked the building I was hoping for. Yeah, I think it's this one. No, it's this one, which goes really well with these ones. It's the red storage facility, so it's level 4. Yeah, having that right beside here, it looks like maybe in the winter they're stored inside there or something like that. So let's just grab some of this, and we'll just bump out the gravel a little bit, make it seem a little bit less uniform. And you know, I don't think we detailed anything about this entrance or anything like that, because you know, an iron fence would look very realistic to have right here. So place that down, and then we'll have this run right along the bridge here. Yeah, and then right along through here too. Let's turn our guidelines off. It's always helpful to turn off the guidelines when building fences. Bring this right into there. And then this one can come all the way down into here, and we'll connect it up in the future when we do stuff out that way. So we definitely need to make some more ore extraction. That's definitely necessary. Now we're covered in ore over here, but like I said, I don't see us having the ability to pull ore out of the ground over on this side. Over here though, if you look at the area, I don't think it's the worst idea in the world. Is there a topographical change? Yeah, right in here maybe we can get some ore mines. Now we're a bit close to the highway for my liking for a mine, but there's not really another opportunity to do that on the map here. So let us grab a road and we'll just build it out. I don't think it really matters where we build this, but we can check the topography here. Yeah, so we could just connect up right in here, bring a road through. I think that's probably our best bet. So let's do this. Let's turn our guidelines on so we have a 90-degree connection here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm right here. Yeah, that seems like a good spot. Let's get a toll booth. Seems like a good angle to me. Actually, no, let's change that up. Right about there. And this will be the kind of check-in point or the weigh-in for all the trucks that are leaving the facility. And this also gives us an opportunity to maybe branch off this road in the future. Same thing over here. I mean, the airport's going to be over here. It's a bit interesting to have a mine over on this side, but I don't really see another option to, because otherwise, if we go on, we could go over here, but then we're getting a bit close to the river in this park. So we also have this space available to us. That is also for production. Kind of just thinking this one out on the fly, because I'm starting to realize that I think for the theme, having this so close to an airport would not be a smart move in real life. Unless it's like a sand pit. So I don't mind if we can play it out like a sand pit. I don't mind that idea. Okay, so we'll go down to an industry road. Now let's look at the topography here. Yeah, I think if we... yeah, let's go into freeform. Okay, so you know that giant excavator that comes with... that's a part of this ore industry? I'm thinking that would look fantastic, like right in here, cutting up the mountain. So that means right in this area we have an opportunity to build some more ore extraction. So let's do that. So we have the small ore mine. No, oh, not an industry area, of course. Primrose ore needs to be over here too. Oops. Okay, fantastic. So, I think we can get one of these in before it looks weird or anything like that. Yeah, maybe we bump it back a little bit. Right in there. Maybe it's an older mine. Okay, that looks good to me. So we have this road. That's a pretty clean road. So let's get a couple dirt roads, and that will be good for the look. Okay, let's turn off our guidelines really quickly. There we go. And then let's turn them back on. All right, and then we can have a couple of these sand pits nearby. Make it look like it's a bit more of the staging area. Yeah, so you can kind of put these right over top of the roads, right? Because of the way the assets look, and they can really just get squeezed right in to other ones. So as long as you look at the building spawn point and it is you know, not on the road itself, you're good. So like right in here, you might want to pull this one back. Over here though, probably good, but I'll push that over here. Yeah, so there we go. That's that worked out pretty nicely. We definitely increased the capacity of our ore production. There we go. So hopefully we're making more glass. Let's have a bit of a staging area over here. I think this was the flat area. Right in here. Okay, so let us grab that industry road. And we'll just bring this down to here. Let's remove some of these trees. And then we'll have a bit of a storage facility. So we have the ore storage. Now I think this is going to work a little bit better over here. We could combine the two as well. That would be okay with me, but I think we'll just leave it at that for now. And hopefully the water actually reaches everywhere. All right, and then the last building we need to build for this build is the barracks. So we got to choose a spot for you know, people working overnight and stuff in the facility. So it has to be, I would think it has to be within the boundaries of the ore. So we have our first gate over here, we have our second gate over here. So I don't really mind it being like really close, and the bus stop is right here, right? So maybe what we could do is have it right off the main road here. Don't really mind that at all. Have it like this. And if you are keen on, oh, let's actually just do some BOB on this one, and we'll take out these bushes. And these trees we will change to be a horse chestnut. There we go. So if you like building motels and you have the ability to drag an industry area out all the way to where you want to build a motel, these barracks work fantastically as motels. Like, look at that. That looks like a highway side motel, doesn't it? Especially if you add pavement in instead of the dirt. So we can try to do that. I know we're not building a motel in this case, but I think having this right beside the bus stop as well, that kind of plays out pretty nicely. Yeah, there we go. Get some more amenities out this way as well. But I think we're good for now, and I think that's a nice little spot. Okay, so hopefully that'll take us to level 3. So we need some more workers, but hopefully we have the ability to do that. Oh, this is the next level. Yes, we have 495 potential workers. This is the workers we need to the next level. So yeah, we'll definitely get there relatively soon. So hopefully that is a-okay. And we do have a few minutes between episodes here. Now, I'm thinking if there's anything out over this way we could do to kind of add to the time here. Now, I'm thinking maybe we could start looking at some things. Now, I definitely see us adding in a larger bus stop right in here. Yeah, that makes sense. But right over here, maybe we can connect these roads together. Oh, you know what? I didn't set up this road. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we can get a level crossing here, and that would be beneficial. Let's go with just a normal road. Let's try to find a good spot for it. We could bring it back to about here. Connect that up, and then what we can do is do a slope with the network multi-tool. Oh wow, lucky that didn't erase a node. There we go, that's pretty good. Then this kind of allows us to do a few things. This doesn't need to be a light at all. I think this is just more of a coincidental connection here. Okay, so this kind of gives us some opportunity to build up this area as well. I was looking about how we were going to maybe start connecting these areas up. So this is good. Definitely don't want a connection here, or do I? Do I want a connection here? Maybe we could do something like this. I think that works. Okay, so let's move these. Let's move the fire department over into here. And we'll move the police as well. Put the police a bit more on the main street here. Why do we put it right in the corner? Don't really mind that at all. Let's grab it like so. We'll just do this. Yeah, so we didn't really get to residential building, but you know, that'll definitely be the theme for this week, I think. I think it just makes sense to really start looking at some residential. Seeing as our demand is pretty high, we've done a lot of work. Maybe we can look at the university area. Yeah, you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of having the fire department out over here, to be honest. It's not really working out. I don't want it on the main road. I could place it right here on this intersection. That could actually work. Nice. Okay, so let's just finish up this area here. So I'm going to bring a road down right like that. And then I think I could see us getting an industrial road right through here. Kind of serve as some parking for these the police department and stuff like that. Okay, so let's turn zoning off of this road. And this road. Oh, no. Yeah, I think this could work out here. So let's just add in a bit of commercial right here. Just right there. And then we can have some nice paths running right behind it to connect up with this service road. Oh, turn the guidelines off. Just like that. And then we can have another one. No, don't want it to connect, but we can do that. And then I can just use move it to drag it in. Yeah, that works. All right, and then right through here, I'm thinking we can have some more like industrialized commercial. I don't really mind industry zoning out this way. What is the district? There is no district out here. Okay, so it means we can pick and choose, which is nice. So I'll just make a temporary district here. I think we'll definitely continue this district out into at least this area, and maybe even over into here. Now, we can name this district for sure. So if you have a name suggestion, let me know. But I'm thinking we just need a few buildings out this way. And is there kind of an industrial theme that works? I don't really think farming. Maybe we could get some forestry industry out this way. No, the only reason why I mention that is because there's some pretty cool warehouses that kind of pop up in this with this. And I think these warehouses could play well into here. And then this also gives us an opportunity to then get some parking lots. So the parking lots are right in here. Nice. Okay, and then I can get one right in here. You know, just adding as much parking as I can. Yeah, no, I think it's fine to have this parking right there. And then over on this side, something like that. And then we might need to sacrifice this right here. Because I think if we reline this up a little bit better, we can have an iron fence right here running right down the middle like that, and then we could have a fence running from here as well. Yep, there we go. Then if we just use the pavement tool here, we can fill this all in, and we can make it look like this is a bit more of an area for the police services. And then right in here, it gives us a cool opportunity to get a bit of a parkette kind of feel, so especially with just like one big tree. I think we can get two, and then we can get picnic table or two in here too. Oh, did I pass it? Oh, you know what? Food truck would go great right here. But that definitely means we need the picnic tables. So there we go. One right there. All right, and this gives us a cool little vibe here. And then, oh, missed a bit of concrete action. And yes, we have some parking access on both sides. And then their industry can fit right in here. And yeah, I know there's some lumber on this side, but these warehouses are quite cool. I like them. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be fine. Ooh, it looks like this fence is probably a bit too close, so I'll play around with it off camera, and I'll get all this the zoning proper. So I wouldn't mind having a bit of a larger building right there. And yeah, I think we did a good job today, folks. We might actually push this forestry industry into this side because I'm not the biggest fan of all the trees. I know, forestry, it's kind of funny. But yeah, you know, we leveled up the ore industry out over here, which is nice. So we got that going. We've got some extraction over on this side, which, you know, whenever you place these buildings, you know, I forgot to do it, obviously. One quick suggestion I always have is to just bump it out a little bit with the leveling tool and then come back with the smoothing tool. So you can just find the edges a little bit better, the hitboxes of the buildings. So same thing right here. Just level it down. Come back with the smoothing tool after. Yeah, so hopefully we're making glass now. So if we go all the way back down the highway here. Oh, and then over here. Getting lost in my own city. Yes, so we're getting glass now, which is great. If we go into the factory, it looks like it's filling up. So, you know, I'm really pleased with how this ended up looking after we called a bit of a mulligan on how it was going to look. I think I'll play around with the farming industry, but I think we're good here, folks. So if you liked today's episode, let me know by hitting the like button, and I will talk to you in the next episode, trying to just find a nice shot with the sun here. I'll catch you in the next episode where we'll be doing a big residential expansion. So have a good one. Peace out.